Hi, and welcome back to Enlightened Joy's Meditation Mandala and Inspiration Card Reading for the 22nd to the 28th of October 2018. Please like and subscribe us, and don't forget to leave a comment below of card 1, 2 or 3 and let me know which one resonates with you this week. Card 1, willingness, adaptability, flexibility. Passion and love are your inspiration cards for this week. Well, willingness, adaptability and flexibility. I'm pretty sure they came up last week as well. Wow, so it must be a theme that's running through. I'd be curious to know if you had it last week. It's interesting because being adaptable and flexible could lead you to bump into your soulmate, could let you bump into someone you didn't realize could be a potential partner. Perhaps, say you're having a bad day and you get stuck in traffic and you really need to be somewhere. Instead of being grumbly, you decide to just adapt to the situation and you're willing to walk. You might run into someone from your past, perhaps an old love, perhaps it was a crush from high school. Who knows? But be flexible. You might be asked on a date by someone that you wouldn't have thought you could even possibly consider, and yet when you spend some time with them, they might be the love of your life. It's one of those weeks. Things come up, but not necessarily in a negative way. Be positive, be ready and willing to just go with the flow. Be flexible. Maybe a client's late, and when you do catch up with them, they were so impressed because you were still professional and everything worked really well for them. Maybe you helped them out in a situation, and through that, they may show you generosity by mentioning you to their friends or other business associates, and you might get more clients. And, your willingness to go the extra mile for that client and adapt to the situation has created a better outcome for you because you're passionate about what you're doing. Perhaps you love what you're doing, and that can't be a bad thing. You got to focus on being passionate and loving what you do, make you do it really well and keep getting better and better at whatever it is that you're doing every single day with your passion and your enthusiasm, because you're passionate and you love what you do, and because of your willingness to adapt and be flexible. Wow, you can create any outcome that you want. You can create the best positive outcome for your life by focusing on your passion and that you love and those that you love. You might be able to create a business around that. You might be able to create the life you want because you're focusing on that passion and that love. But of course, the road to any goal is not a straight line. It's usually jumping around one obstacle around to the other. So, that's where your adaptability comes into it, where you need to be flexible. You need to be willing to try. Every time there's a problem that comes up, you've got to be willing to step around it or go through it. But you've got to keep trying, and you'll do that if you're passionate about whatever it is that you're doing. Okay? So embrace that. Card 2, Joy, Happiness, Delight. And your inspiration cards are Independence and Honor. Well, this is a mixed bag. So Joy, Happiness, Delight. What wonderful cards. Be inspired. Be joyful. Delight someone. Buy someone a coffee in the morning on the way to work that may not expect you to get them one. Surprise the person that you love with a beautiful gift or a lovely meal. Or surprise your neighbour by popping around and saying hello and taking in a bag of biscuits or something. Do something wonderful for someone else. By delighting others, you bring happiness and joy to yourself as well. So it can't hurt to just step into that mindset of how can I delight others so that I'm inspired and it'll make me happy. In a way, it's selfish, I suppose, because you're creating joy through your happiness by delighting others. So it's a nice turn of events. But of course, remember, you can get joy from your pets, and that brings you happiness as well. The independence portion of the inspiration cards is a bit baffling. Perhaps the happiness aspect of the card leads you to follow your passion, and perhaps that passion will lead you to your independence. And by leading you to your independence, you're honouring your life purpose. This could be that deep. There might be a lot more to this. Enjoy. Card 3. Wow. Curiosity, discovery, learning, and your inspiration card is Dream. This is fantastic. I don't know about you, but I love to learn things, so that'll give you a hint that I'm a Sagittarius. But it's just, I get curious about my world. But if you've got a dream, or if you're dreaming about doing something that you really want, you've got to be motivated to start learning about it. You've got to be curious enough to find out the way to get to your dream, to find the path to your goal, because your dream is really a goal. It's just one that's lofty, and you haven't worked out how to get there yet. So if you, instead of dream, you replace it with goal, and then you decide that you're going to work out the steps to getting there, that's the curiosity, the discovery, and you'll be learning along that path as well. All of these things. You'll even be learning if that dream is really what you really want. You know, you might think it's a wonderful house that you want, or you might decide you want to be a doctor, but along the way you think, you're discovering different things about being a doctor, and there might be certain areas of medicine that you're interested in. Perhaps you'd like to be a functional medical doctor. Now, that's a new area that's expanding, and it makes sense because it looks at the entire body instead of just the standard traditional GP, which is very, very pharmaceutical focused. So it might be more of changing your perspective by learning about all the intricacies of things as you head towards your dream. It could be that you do have a dream house in mind, and then you see a house and it's in a neighborhood that you really like. And as you learn more about the neighborhood, or perhaps you get an opportunity to inspect the house, you might decide that, you know what, I like this house, but I don't like the location. And you might think, well, maybe I could build this house on some land somewhere else and have more space around you, perhaps if it's in too cluttered a neighborhood, or if the neighborhood's got too dense housing in it. So the inspiration card is really asking you to focus on your dream or your goal, follow the direction. And along that way, the curiosity, discovery, learning is coming into play, because you'll be learning step by step how to get there. You'll be discovering whether it's what you want. But you have to be curious enough at the start to even embark on the journey of heading towards your dream. Do the research to find out if it's what you want. So be curious. Write down what you want. Be clear about what you want. And that'll help you discover if that's really what you do want. And as you're learning, you'll find that you're getting closer to your goal or your dream, or perhaps you'll veer off and go on another direction and really hone in on that you didn't think was your goal or your dream, but it really is your dream. So good luck with that. Enjoy. So thanks very much for watching Enlightened Joy's Meditation Mandala and Inspiration Card reading for the 22nd to the 28th of October 2018. Join us again next week. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a positive comment below. Let me know which card resonated with you the most. Card 1, 2 or 3. Okay, have a fantastic week.